So I am going to go to the outlet mall today. There are two here in Houston. So I'm going to just go to one. I don't know which one yet, and just try to take in hopefully some positive energy from other people. I spend a lot of time alone, and sometimes it helps to just go outside and be around people, not necessarily having to talk to them or even, like go on a friend date or anything like that. Like, not to go and like make plans with anybody or anything like that, but just to go outside of my apartment and see other people, see faces. And yeah, so I'm kind of treating this as my one day off this week. I work a lot, and some days I'm just not doing okay with mentally and emotionally with the amount of work that I do. And so today I don't feel sad, but I do know that I need days off like this to where I can just go fart around, as my mom says, which is one of my favorite phrases, to just fart around. So that just means to just go do nothing and be relaxed. So I'm going to go and do that. I'm also going to look for like a token or something to remind me of my femininity. And I also kind of got a little dressed up in my opinion, to go to an outlet mall, and hopefully I will get a shot of this outfit and I'll show it to you. But I got dressed up so I can feel like pretty and cute to go to the outlet mall and run my other errands. I also have other errands to do today, so just trying to get outside and interact with people, whether it's through talking or not, but just to be in the energy of other people, to raise my vibration a little bit, raise my spirits a little bit. And also I'm going to get a book or maybe something pretty to help me kind of reconnect to the part of me that is not always working all the time, like those feminine parts. So we'll see what happens. I will see you there. Let's drive there now. All right, let's first get into the outfit of the day. So this is my entire outfit. So you can see that it is a black jumpsuit. This jumpsuit is also several years old. And as you can see here, I am very impressed that it has pockets. You see you have hands? Boom. You can put those hands and other stuff in the pockets. It has this cute little ruffle detail at the top, and it is kind of like a halter style. It does zip up in the back, so I got my arm workout every time I had to go to the restroom in order to unzip this thing. All right, so let's take a look at what I tried on and looked at the Ann Taylor factory store. So I am very shy with vlogging, so I really only vlogged mostly when I was in the dressing room. So I'm going to try on this dress. It has a very nice print. And these breeches, which I have a friend who hates animal print, and I cannot wait to wear these in her presence. She's gonna hate them, but I loved them. So here's the dress. So I liked that the dress was very flowy. You can see my little sandals down there. I think they're from DSW. All very old, like need to be replaced old. But my pedicure looks nice, even though my shoes are very old. Yeah, so this dress, I love the way it moved and floated around. It was so comfortable. And it was also on sale. Yeah, I was totally jamming out in the dressing room. They were playing some pretty decent elevator tunes in the dressing room. So you can see here the neck is like a square type thing, and then we have a little sash thing going on. This is the back. You can see that the back line, is there such a thing as a back line if there's a neckline? I don't know. So you can see that it is very cute from the back too, and the back line was square. This is me trying to get myself together. So I did not find a shirt that I liked, so I just kept the dress on at the top so I wouldn't show y'all too much of my business up here at the top. These are the pants. I actually loved these pants. I can't wait to wear them with a nice short sleeve sweater. And as you can see, these have back pockets, boom, and front pockets. Look at that, pat-ow, pat-ow. Amazing. I love things with pockets. I'm just the typical woman who loves things with pockets. And yeah, I have them pulled up very high. I'm adjusting them a little bit down so you can see like what they would look like on a normal person. But yeah, I actually bought both of those items. So there you go. Next, I went to the Brooks Brothers. So Brooks Brothers sells some ladies' clothes. I was looking for a really nice pair of black pants. But they do mostly sell men's clothes. But if you can afford it, buy yourself some Brooks Brothers stuff. Very nice quality stuff that'll last you a long time. I didn't buy anything. They didn't have what I wanted. Next, I went to Loft Factory Outlet. So I have this very cute black and white shirt, this very bright orange-y kind of shirt. Very pumpkin. I'm loving it. It's almost October. And then this cat print. Is that cheetah? Big cat print. I will call it that. Blouse. Very cute. And then I actually had no intention of buying either pair of these pants. I just took them into the dressing room so I could have something to wear with the tops. So I learned my lesson from not taking in a top in the previous dressing room. So I have the black and gray pants, and actually I thought the black pants looked kind of nice. They were actually kind of like leggings. So this is the leggings with pockets, I think, if I remember correctly. This is the orange top. This top was cute, and I really like the square neckline. I think it makes me look a little thinner, and that's something that I always want to look, honestly. But I didn't end up getting this top. It was kind of like very bright. It was like not my favorite shade. And then this is the black and white top. I really like that it had a polka dot kind of pattern. Very cute. But I didn't get it either. I didn't love it. And since I am very conservative with buying things nowadays. If I don't like love the item, I don't buy it. But I thought that this was very cute. I like the little puff sleeves, and it did make me feel good, but I didn't love it, even though it kind of looks like I did. Maybe I should have bought this top. This top made me kind of think of the Beyonce Girls video with the big shoulder thing she is wearing. Girls Run the World or something. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Moving on to this orange top. I did end up buying this one. I thought this one was very super cute. I liked the little buttons and the little puffy sleeves, and I thought the shade went really nicely with my skin tone. And then this blouse, I absolutely loved this blouse, but it was a little too tight on the arms, and they did not have a size up, so I ended up not getting it. But you can see I'm contemplating because I really liked it, but they didn't have it in my size. This is the green top, which I don't think I showed you before. I don't remember now, but it was too tight too. It was too tight for my personal liking, so I did not get that one. I only got the orange one, the lighter orange one. So going over to Forever 21, which I call Forever on Their Foolishness, but that's okay. They have these hoodies. One said I Love Problems. I don't know what that's about. One had Aaliyah's face, which I was like, you guys better be giving her family some royalties. And then that one, the black and white one, reminded me of like bandana gang stuff. And I was like, these people did not grow up where I grew up, because you would not design stuff like that. And then I also saw these angel and spoiled romper things. I don't have the body for either of those, so I didn't get those, but I thought they were very humorous. They also have a really expansive collection of hoops. I did buy a pair of hoops. So yeah, thanks Forever 21 for the cheap hoops. Next, Kate Spade. I love this store. I did not buy anything from Kate Spade. I recently gave them money for my yearly purse purchase. But I do love to go into the store and look at everything. This yellow bag stole my heart. I almost bought it, I have to say. And then after I left the outlet mall, I went to the library. So the library near me recently reopened, and I'm very excited about that. It was so exciting to just browse books and not have to know exactly what I want to be able to check something out. I love to just browse. So yeah, that was it. Hello, so it is Sunday at exactly 8:04 p.m. I have had a mostly not too stressful day. So yesterday after I left the outlet mall and I went to the library and ran all the errands and all this stuff, when I got home, I was very, very, very tired. So I ordered some food in from one of my favorite Mediterranean places here in Houston, and I actually went to sleep while it was being delivered. So between the time that I ordered and it came, I actually just like fell asleep. I was exhausted. I think that being at the outlet mall and being out and around people after not having done that very much for over a year since the panini started left me very exhausted. And I was like more tired than I actually gave myself credit for. Well, I was more tired than I thought I would be. I was like knocked down, exhausted. I slept like boom last night. I ate, I watched a little bit of TV, I soaked, I took a salt bath, which I like to do after I've been around a lot of people to kind of just cleanse energy off of me and also to soak my back. And after I did that, my head, like this is a pillow, in my head, boom, I was asleep. Like as soon as my pillow hit the head, my head hit the pillow, I was asleep. So yeah, so then today, of course, you can see that I am wearing the dress from yesterday. I already had, and this is like the little straps you remember from yesterday. I already had this kind of like orangey coral looking cardigan kind of thing. I already had that, so I just put that on, and then I already had these little orange earrings. These earrings are from Kate Spade. They're several years old, so if I can find something similar, maybe I can link it, but if there's not a link below, then you know why. These are like 5 or 6 years old. They're very old anyway. And I also put up these lights behind me. Very homemade. No decor skills at all. What is this right here? I tried. So anyway, having the day off was really helpful to me because I realized first that I don't take a lot of time off. I'm always working, and just really having the intention to spend at least most of the day. I think earlier in the day I did check my email just to make sure there was no one like really trying to get in touch with me, like nothing was really important. But actually going out and setting the intention to at least do something that's not work related. I don't remember the last time I did that, especially by myself. Like, of course, when I go and hang out with friends, I try to be really present and try to be a good listener and all this stuff. But a lot of times when I am alone, I do end up thinking about working, or I end up thinking about side hustles. I think about ideas for videos. Like I'm not doing that great of a job with disconnecting and really taking like mental time off. So that was one of the big realizations, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. And the other realization like that I had was related to money and spending money and my relationship with money. And I guess I'll talk about both of these things right now, so I don't want to belabor the point. So I wrote down like 2 big realizations, and the one, so kind of like these 2 are like under an umbrella for me in my mind. So the umbrella is related to financial security. And I realized that I've had this goal of being more financially secure for several years, like maybe 4 years or so, 4 or 5 years. And in order to become more financially secure, I have just really, really focused on the financial part of my life. So working a lot in order to make money, to pay off things, to save up, to invest. And I don't I don't really do a lot of anything fun with my money, and I think that mentality is, I think I've taken it to the extreme. I've taken it too far to one extreme to where almost all of the money that I make goes towards paying bills, paying off debt, or saving it or investing it. So just going to the outlet mall to like just browse and buy stuff, and actually buy stuff. I have gone to the outlet mall maybe like once or twice a year, but the last couple of times that I went, I didn't buy anything. And so I'm not saying that we should, or that I am trying to, find some level of happiness in material objects. Actually, I think the opposite is true. It's important to spend money on experiences and things that you can share with other people, or maybe on gifts for other people. But I have taken the mentality of like what money is and skewed it mentally so far to a really restrictive type of attitude that I'm only really using money to pay bills and invest and save and stuff. So going to the outlet mall and giving myself permission to at least buy one or two things, it was very nice. It was a good experience for me. I actually only ended up spending $100 total, which is still a lot of money, but anyway, so that's like the overall realization. So underneath that, keeping that in mind, my two like sub realizations. The first one is I don't have enough fun. So me trying to develop better habits with money and pay off things, become more financially secure, has led me to working a lot, which has led me to not having very much fun. This makes me sad to talk about because I feel like my intentions are good as far as trying to be smarter with money, but yesterday when I was walking around the outlet mall, and again with having that mental intention of having fun and just reconnecting with myself and giving myself a little task to find something that's orange to wear, I was like, oh, when was the last time that I just had fun doing something silly and frivolous? It's been a long time. I'm looking at my notes here. So, the other thing I realized is that I'm really proud of my hard work. So, I wrote down hard work, patience, and persistence. But I'm really proud of all of those things. I'm really proud of the financial goals that I've been able to achieve. But I do need to work on prioritizing my creativity and my trust and my rest. So please forgive the noise in the background. If you can hear it, my cat has decided to come and use her little scratching post while I'm shooting a video. Come on, kitty. No? All right. She might come by later. So I want to prioritize creativity, trust, and rest. So last night, while I was soaking in the tub, I looked up some courses that I can take that would not interfere too much with everything that I already have going on, because right now I do have a full-time job and a very demanding part-time job. And so I'm not really looking for another thing to do, another thing to put on my to-do list, but I did find a course at Rice University that is online, but I'll be able to interact with people, and I'm going to sign up for that course. And the name of it is something like Awakening Your Creativity, which immediately spoke to me. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, so now that we have creativity addressed, trust. So in this context, and related to my kind of overall extreme problem, I guess, with finances and working too much in order to be financially secure. I understand that part of my drive to just constantly be working and seeking avenues to make money and things like that is some of that is related to fear. I fear that I will never be financially stable enough, even though saying it out loud, I'm like, well, I don't believe that. But deep down inside, I think I do believe that. And I need to work on trusting that the universe always provides. Like, I am very fortunate that, right now I'm doing well, but also in the past, when I had less money, I still was doing, I was still doing okay. There have been times where I didn't have work for 6 months or a little shorter. There have been times where I got down to like my last $200 in the bank before I found a new job, but something always came through. So I need to work on trusting that all of the financial responsibility, even though I am the one making all of my money, I need to work on trusting that things will be okay. Just in general, things will work themselves out. Things will happen. I mean, because there's only so much control that I can have over what happens in the world anyway. So, and there's only so much that money can negate negative things happening to us. So I need to prioritize trusting that the universe will provide, it'll be okay, and at least alleviating some of that ongoing and constant worry about making more money and having all this money to try to save myself from something that I don't even know is going to happen. So that's the trust part. And the third part is rest. So this one is very self-explanatory, but I do not prioritize rest. I go to sleep pretty early like between 9 or 10. And I sleep until between 5 and 6:30 usually. But a lot of nights my sleep is not deep or restful enough. And when I get up, I get up in the morning and I make a list. I got to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And throughout the day, I notice that a lot of times I don't take any time to rest or even go for a short walk. Sometimes I don't even do that. I do try to fit in exercise, but my intention behind exercising is not play. It's not to, rest my mind and go outside and just exercise my body and have a good experience. Usually my intention is to make sure that I close my rings on my Apple Watch and to burn this set number of calories. And so it's like there's a task attached to it. Like everything I do is associated with some purposeful task. There's no play. There's no creativity. There's very little creativity. It's just like doing stuff that has to be done. So between the course that I am signing up for and the trust that I'm going to try to develop in myself and in the universe, God, or whatever you want to call it, and just like trying to feel better, I hope that rest can be interwoven better in my life in some way. So that was my first big realization. So going back to my financial umbrella, so still talking about the financial umbrella, underneath that, the second realization underneath this desire to be financially secure is related to something I've already kind of mentioned a couple of times already. So I have been working, I'm reading my notes again. I have been constantly working hard and trying to give my 100% to all efforts in my life. And I think that that is making me feel burned out. Yesterday, after having time off, giving myself permission to do nothing, at the end of the day, I was like, man, I'm burned out. I do not feel good a lot of the times. I don't feel good physically a lot of the times. The work, both of my jobs require me to work on the computer a lot, and my back hurts all the time. I have sciatica, symptoms, and sometimes I have headaches, crazy headaches, or stomach issues because of stress and all this stuff, and I am not doing okay a lot of times. Physically, mentally, emotionally, very lonely sometimes, but still trying to put forth 100% in all of these aspects of my life. So like with my job, with my friendships, my other relationships, with going to therapy, with self-improvement, with literally everything. So it's like I physically a lot of times don't feel my best, and I'm trying to manage giving what I feel like is a lot of effort in all of the aspects of my life. And that just goes like with everything, like with my finances. I've spent like entire days researching exactly how to invest and how to make more money and how to, because I feel like I can't do anything half-ass, and I can't do anything that's imperfect, and perfection doesn't exist. So I'm just like all over the place, trying to give 100% here and here and here and here. And yeah, I am tired. I am tired, and I have inflicted myself with all of these, with all of these requirements on myself, with all of these feelings of, if it's not perfect, if my effort isn't 100%, if I don't feel like I've done a perfect job, then I have to do more and more and more. So the financial part it feeds into that, but also there's I have fear related to putting forth effort in things that they won't work out, which ultimately there's only so much I can do anyway with anything. So, so today it was good. I'll say that yesterday it was good for me to take some time, get these realizations, have fun yesterday, even though it was tiring, because doing that yesterday did help me to get to these realizations. And over the next videos, I am going to kind of share with you how I am going to approach getting better at being imperfect, get better at exercising my creativity, get better at, what were my other ones? Get better at trusting myself and get better at resting. So this is a really great exercise for me. And I just appreciate you coming along with me on the journey to see how this all plays out. I hope that people can see this video and hopefully see yourselves. Well, I don't want to wish any strife on you, but if you do see yourself in me, as I'm sure I'm able to see myself in lots of you, just if you see yourself in any of what I've described, or in any, I don't know, in any way really, feel free to, subscribe to the channel. And if you do feel like any of this was relevant to something you're going through, I would love to hear your comments. Read your comments in the comment section below. But yeah, just stay tuned because I will share more videos with you as I begin my journey of feeling better. So vague, but I feel like that's what's going on. So before I go, I wanted to show you my mug from yesterday. I did buy the orange mug from Le Creuset, and it was on sale. So there's a little Le Creuset at the bottom. It was on sale for 40% off. I'm excited. It was still $18. So I'm going to have to keep this mug for the rest of my life. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this video.